it's time to start getting ready for the 2013 season. It is 7 in the morning. I've been up since 3 obsessing about all these things I have to do for the season. The mosquitoes are so bad today, that's why I look ridiculous. And I'm just so freaking pumped for this season to get started. This new piece of property, I don't guarantee anything, but what I will is that just increased my odds and Ryan's odds of getting a crack at a big buck this year. So today I'm going to dump out a little bit of Monster Rack. It's a new mineral that we're going to try this year. See how that works. We'll see how everything goes. I'm also going to be looking for a couple tree stand placements while I'm here. Although I don't have any tree stands, I'm going to wait for Ryan to come first week of July. He's going to come down, and he's going to draw an Iowa tag this year. So we're going to try to get him on something big this year, and I'll be filming him. I'll give up my season to film him.
At Whitetails Inc., we do all the work and don't hunt with outfitters or guides on huge pieces of managed property. We're do-it-yourselfers just like you. We're not professional athletes, but sometimes we feel like professional tree trimmers. We have extremely high standards and only compete with ourselves.
I think I just passed about 1,000 inches.
We don't have any cool catchphrase.
Let's party.
Or feel the need to use face paint to fit in. We only use gear that works, and not because somebody's paying us to do so. The only thing that makes us special is our level of dedication. Well, except that Dallas-Fort Worth wears a cape and is missing his trigger finger. Welcome to Whitetails Inc.
Right in this little creek that I got to set up around. Up top, and this is a point down this creek bed right here are steep banks on both sides, and you have to go about 300-400 yards upstream up this creek to even cross. So what the deer do is they use this old logging trail. As you can see, it's a nice and worked path right there. So they come down off the top and walk either out to the ag field across the river, and that's what they're doing. They're definitely swimming the river to get to this ag field, because there is no other ag field in this area. This is the place. This is the place. You know, this kind of brings back some memories of last year's buck, because it's the same kind of setup. I'm in a river system, creek system, kind of where they all meet. It's tall grass, bedding area, it's thick, and they can come here really on any wind and feel safe. So I'm going to bump back here to this peninsula. What we have here is a hard right turn on this river, 90-degree turn. So it comes from that way and it just barrels around right here. And what it's done, it's created two peninsulas. It's kind of like a giant S, all right? So when the water's high, it goes down this dry creek bed, all right? And that creates an island right here. It's secluded. You can't, and it's about probably 50 acres, maybe a little less, but it's an island. And when it floods, you know, nothing goes there. But what the deer are doing, they're coming off these tops, they're crossing this bed right here, this dry bed, and then they're swimming down, they're swimming across or walking across the river, depending on how high the water level is, to get to the ag fields over there. So this is the action spot. Something's going to happen within 100 yards of this spot right now, and it's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to Ryan. I tell you what, this right here is what you call a sanctuary. No cars can get to this place. No four-wheelers can get to this place. I had to cross a dry creek bed that floods every time it rains. And as you can see, all the sand deposits, this goes underwater quite a bit. But like last year, it was dry, and the water's already been up this year. So I don't necessarily know how I'm going to get to this spot again. It's all about access, and I think it's going to be a canoe, man. I got I mean, there's deer tracks all over here. I can't sleep at night because all I do is think about this area. I can't believe, I'll tell you right now, this is what it comes down to. If you want to get a big buck, if you know there's big deer in the area, you got to work for it. I mean, these TV shows today make it seem so easy. Yeah, I'm just going to sit in this stand and wait for a shooter to walk by. In reality, we all know that doesn't happen. I'm at the tip of the peninsula, right over here. And that's where I found my third biggest shed I've ever found, and the biggest matching set I ever found. So, like I said when I was shed hunting, all of this right here is just kind of a strip of timber that runs between an ag field and this river. There's a creek bed from this across the river that runs up to a big chunk of timber. So this is like a huge travel corridor for them, and probably a bedding area now that it's tall. The grass is tall, and there's a lot of fallen trees from the flood and from the drought. As hunters, man, you got to evolve, or you're never going to be any more successful than you currently are, except for luck. And although luck doesn't play a huge part in it, I guess it doesn't hurt to be prepared as well. So again, I'm talking way too much today. I don't do this typically. I typically say, hey man, I'm out here, I'm gonna drop some mineral, put up some trail cameras, and I'm gonna get me some big bucks. Yeah. Yeah, that's not working. So hopefully it clicks and everything works off come October, November. I'm on a completely different piece of property now. Actually, it's the same property that runs, if you go north about 2 miles, that's where I was just at. I'm going to set up another mineral pile. I'm going to take inventory of this area. Like I said, about 300 yards that way is where I shot my buck last year with Ryan. But there's another buck out here. Last year, he's probably 140, 150 class. I think he was a 10-pointer. Going to be a 10-pointer, split G2s, make him a 12. He had some great characteristics. There was also a mega giant out here who I just got one set of trail camera pictures of until a tree blew down. And unfortunately, the tree blew down in front of my trail camera, and I didn't see him again. So hopefully he may show up again this year. Who knows? All right, so I just set up minerals, or changed out a camera, added a little bit more mineral to a mineral station that I set up a while back, last month about, and I'm getting out of here. I don't know what the lethal amount of mosquito bites one man at my weight can have, but I'm really testing those limits today. I feel like I've been bitten a million times. The mosquitoes are so bad down here. So I was going to do some more scouting. No way, I can't handle this. I'm out of here. But from the mineral side anyway, there was quite a bit of good tracks leading up to it. Looks like it got hit pretty hard. I can't wait to see the trail camera card. Take a look. The last time I checked, there was a really big 8-pointer from last year who made it. I'm excited to see what he turns into. And then there's a ton of other bucks in the area. So this tree right here, I'm going to put a trail camera on, and I am going to put a mineral station in front of them on a kind of in a little grassy area on a field edge. And I am going to hope that a couple of the bucks from last year show up. 2 years ago I had a freaking giant show up. I never saw him. Last year I had this big old wide 10-pointer who looked like a Holstein. He's probably 10 years old, it looked like. I don't know. But basically this property here, it's a cow pasture on one side, 2 different ag fields, and then fence lines and kind of a washout that runs right up in the middle of it. And for some reason the deer just love this area. So I just got done setting this trail camera on a piece of property that I've been hunting for several years now. Every year I hunt out here, I get an encounter with an absolute giant. This is where shipwreck kind of all started, not on this property but on the neighboring one. But I love this property. If you were to look at it on a map, you would say there's absolutely no big bucks that live there just because of the layout. And it's one of those things that I thought the same thing too until I started hunting it. But this year, or last year, I had, at this time of year, I had pictures of a buck we call Edward Scissorhands. But rumor has it he got shot in the neck. So I'm setting this trail camera up in hopes that he made it through, or it was that just a rumor, whether or not he got shot or not. But I'd love to see him. He blew up from 150 to 170 plus in 1 year, and I'd really like to see what he does this year. But last trail camera set of the day. Now we let them soak, collect their pictures, and this is about 30 days from now. I'll come out and check them again when Ryan's in town, and we set all our trail cameras. Yeah, it's very exciting. I love it.
For anyone looking to buy the best minerals and attractants at the best prices of the year, our good friends at Monster X have made it a no-brainer. Anyone ordering Monster X mineral or attractants can get an additional 25% discount by entering the promo code WICKED at time of order. This is good until July 15th, so get on it now to get your bucks growing faster, sooner. Check it out at monsterrax.com. In our world, minerals serve 2 purposes: to aid in the antler development and overall health of our deer herd, and to put big bucks in front of our trail cameras during the summertime months. Of all the minerals I've used over the years, I believe in Monster X for 2 primary reasons. They have a product that is packed with vitamins and minerals, unlike many of their competitors that are basically selling salt mixed with color and scent. And the second reason is because they really attract and hold deer, and fast. Monster X also produces a liquid attractant that is an oil-based product that is a concentrate of the most intense smells ever. I actually top dress all of my mineral sites with a few splashes of this liquid whenever I establish a new mineral site. Its intense odor will pull every whitetail in for hundreds of yards downwind. Monster X liquid attractants are available in vanilla, apple, acorn, and my favorite, the Whitetail Magnet. A few squirts of this on the underbrush, trees, or just on the ground will put deer in front of your cameras fast, regardless of where you live. Check out the full range of minerals and attractants at monsterx.com.